This is the Marvel Infinite Series Marvel's Cyclops. The figure is part of the third wave of the 2014 Marvel Infinite Series of figures. And here's the look at the packaging and the bio. Okay, here's the rest of the assortment for Wave 3. Alright, yes, yet another Cyclops next to Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Wolverine, and Spider-Man. This guy comes in 6th place. It's the most number of figures made, which is not bad. I love the X-Men. Big fan of the X-Men. That's why I'm really into Marvel. And yeah, it's a wonderful repurpose of this mold. If you have this mold, then you'll recognize the body sculpt that it's been repurposed as the I'm gonna call this the X-Men versus Avengers Cyclops. Some people calling it the Astonishing X-Men Cyclops, the Revolution Cyclops, whatever. I know this form of his most notably for the X-Men versus Avengers, just before he got the Phoenix Force. So very, very nice. Let me just try and get him out of the pose. The only problem, regarding the design, this is just the design of the suit. I thought the suit was okay. It's nice. It was only the boot part that I thought was weird. In the comic books, I've seen it exactly drawn like this, and I thought he was like a schoolboy with high socks. That's what the gold on the gold bands make him look. I wish they would have just made it shorter. The comic book design I'm talking about, but he does look like a schoolboy with high socks in that kind of design or deco. Man, I can stand him up in a split pose, but just standing normally, he's having a difficult time. Maybe I shouldn't have taken him out of the FX transpose. What the hell? Okay. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Put in there. Alright. So that's Cyclops. Man, he just doesn't want to stand up. Okay. So we'll put this one here. Here are the other Cyclops figures. These are the older molds. Man, why don't they want to stand up? In the past, classic Cyclops, and yeah. So yeah, it's a nice improvement. I'm glad Hasbro's trying to be recent. I hope they repurpose this into the Uncanny X-Men Cyclops, the current one now with the red stripes, the one designed by Bacalo. I hope they do that. I wouldn't mind. It's another repaint. I mean, without any accessories or whatnot. Very, very simple. I hope they do that. That would still be okay for me. The figure itself, again, as I said, uses the Jim Lee sculpt. So, very nice. Nothing to be disappointed about in terms of silhouettes, articulation, and whatnot. Paint apps, very disappointing a little bit. Let's start with the head. Eyes are okay. Make sure you got one that has evenly painted red over the silver. The flesh is painted on. This plastic is originally blue. They just painted the flesh and the silver and the red on it. So make sure you get one that has just the right amount of thickness and doesn't bleed into the blue. The body, the gold bands are okay. It's the gold stripes you should be worried about. There's this thing that, okay. As you can see, there's like a ton of issues right there. I'm gonna give you a closer look at that. I mean, come on, Hasbro. Come on! I mean, that's the only gripe I have about these figures. It's really the paint apps. I mean, you pay so much for these things. He does not have any accessories or anything, any base or not that much. Might as well, why don't you just do a good job with the paint apps? I mean, this one is almost faded out. It's just, it's not a wonderful job on the paint apps. I like the color choice for the plastic. It's coming out very glossy on the video, but it's actually not as glossy. It's a little bit muted. And I like the design. I like the effort they try to put on it, but just these things, just no excuse for that. I mean, come on, man. I'm sure a lot of customizers are just going to redo everything, and, you know, I'm not good at that, so. Okay. So, yeah, sucks. Paint app sucks. Articulation, ball jointed neck on a hinge? Yes. Yes, it's on a hinge. Ball jointed upper torso, ball hinge shoulders, bicep swivel, hinge elbow, swivel wrist, waist swivel on top of the ball hinge upper torso, or ball joint upper torso, ball jointed hip, thigh swivel, double jointed knees, calf swivel, very nice, ball hinge ankles with the rocker joint. So, very, very nice. If you're a big X-Men fan, you love this form of Cyclops, you love the Marvel Universe line, definitely a must pick up. He's out there. He comes packed like 2 in a case, I think. And I don't know, 2 in a case or 1 in a case. Maybe 1 in a case. I'm not sure. But he just comes out in wave 3, does not get repacked in wave 4. So yeah. And originally, you know, a lot of collectors are going to be after this one, because originally Hasbro had announced this one to be part of a 3-pack together with Emma Frost and Juggernaut Colossus, but they got rid of that because they figured, I mean, they said that the story is no longer current. That's just a load of crap, because, you know, any X-Men figure they put out, people are just going to buy it. Collectors are just going to be all over it. But I think they're going to make, I mean, business-wise, they're going to make more money if they split up the pack. That's just that. Simple as that. And okay, fine. Just make sure, Hasbro, you do good on your promise. Release that Emma Frost. Release that Juggernaut Colossus. Come on, man. Don't do this to us again, okay? So, very nice. We got 1/3 of the set, and I hope there's more to come. So there you go, folks. Overall, I'm going to give this, because of the crappy paint apps, it's not going to get a 10 for me. It's just going to get a 9 out of 10. But overall, not a bad figure. Don't pay scalper prices for it. $15 should be the most I think you should pay. Not even. $13, $12 should be the price for this one. Alright. $15 shipped. Okay. Alright. There you go. Marvel Infinite Series, Marvel Cyclops. Thanks for watching.